Kris Jenner has set firm guidelines for Corey Gamble as she prepares for her wedding. He'll handle. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble have been together for a long time now, about 10 years. Their love story started in August 2014 when they met at a party in Ibiza, which was thrown by a well-known fashion designer named Riccardo Tisci. Since that moment, they have stayed close and have built a solid relationship. Over time, there have been many talks about their future, especially about the idea of them getting married. However, it seems like this journey to the altar might not be as easy as it looks from the outside. Even though they appear happy and settled, there are a lot of things going on behind the scenes that could make things a bit complicated. One of the biggest issues in their relationship right now is the set of rules Corey reportedly has to follow. People close to them have shared that Kris has a lot of control in the relationship. It's been said that Corey already lives by many rules given to him by Kris. These rules include what he can and can't say, and what he is allowed to do. If they eventually get married, it looks like even more rules will come into place. According to someone who spoke with Life and Style magazine, marriage would bring a new set of restrictions for Corey, especially with Kris asking him to sign a very tight prenuptial agreement. This agreement would clearly spell out what happens if they ever separate, and many believe Corey would not get much if that ever happens. Because of this, Corey is thinking carefully about whether marrying Kris is really the right step for him. The idea of having even more rules to follow, along with possibly not getting much if things go wrong, is making him unsure. He is wondering if all this pressure and the possibility of losing his freedom is really worth it. Still, many people believe that Corey will go along with whatever Kris wants in the end, even if it's difficult. Recently, Kris added fuel to the rumors when she gave a little hint about her future wedding plans. In one of the episodes of her family's show, The Kardashians, she joked that she might get married when she turns 70. This small comment made fans curious and excited. But according to people close to her, Kris is actually serious about wanting a big, glamorous wedding. She doesn't just want a simple ceremony, she wants something huge, something unforgettable. Sources say she wants to invite close to 1,000 people and make the celebration the biggest the Kardashian family has ever had. This puts a lot of pressure on Corey, who seems to be struggling to keep up with her big ideas and demands. It's been said that Kris is turning the wedding planning into something very stressful. She's trying to make the event even bigger than her daughter Kourtney's wedding, which was already grand. People close to them believe Kris is focused on making everything look perfect and exciting, more than she is on the meaning behind the wedding itself. One insider mentioned that Corey is likely to do what he's told, but he's also trying to slow things down because the plans are getting out of hand. The same source shared that Kris is asking Corey to reach out to every famous person he knows to come to the wedding, even though they haven't picked a date yet. This adds more stress because Corey doesn't like all this rushing and pressure. The source also said that Kris is more focused on how the wedding will make her look in front of others, especially when it comes to the list of celebrities who might attend. She is dreaming of having top performers and famous faces at the event. For her, the bigger the names on the guest list, the better. This has caused some tension between her and Corey because he is not so interested in all the fame and glamour. He prefers to keep things simple, while Kris wants something grand and over the top. Many people around them believe that Kris is more concerned about her image than about her relationship with Corey. They say she wants the wedding to bring her more attention, respect, and status in the public eye. Even though she hasn't officially announced any engagement, she is already acting like a bride-to-be. She's been very involved in making plans and talking about ideas as if everything is already set in stone. Some even say she is acting like a bridezilla, which means she's being overly demanding and obsessed with every little detail. Back in 2018, a few years after their relationship began, people also thought Corey might have proposed to Kris. This happened because Kris was seen wearing a very large diamond ring on her finger. This sparked a lot of talk about whether she was engaged or not. However, Kris didn't confirm anything at the time. Instead, when she appeared on a popular TV show, The Late Late Show with James Corden, she was asked if Kory had asked her to marry him. But she chose not to answer the question. During the show, there was a game called Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts, where guests had to either answer a tough question or eat something unusual. When asked about the ring, Kris decided to eat bugs instead of saying whether Kory had proposed or not. James Corden joked that the big ring looked like it could be an engagement ring, but Kris responded by saying that the ring she was wearing was not the engagement ring. At the time, Kory was watching the show from backstage, but he didn't say anything about it either. This moment only added more mystery to their relationship and kept people guessing. Since then, the topic of their marriage has come up again and again, but there has never been a clear answer. Now, with Kris talking more about weddings and making big plans, it seems like she might finally be serious. Still, the road to the altar might be filled with many challenges, especially with the way Kris wants things done and how Kory feels about it all. Despite all this, Kris and Kory have managed to stay together for a long time, which says a lot about their bond. Even with all the challenges, rules, and possible disagreements, they have kept their relationship going. But with marriage comes a new level of commitment, and it looks like both of them need to think hard about what that means for their future. For Kris, it might be a chance to have the dream wedding she's always imagined. For Kory, it could be a moment where he has to choose between his own peace of mind and making Kris happy. The pressure of organizing such a large event and dealing with the expectations that come with being part of the Kardashian family could make things more difficult. Kris is known for wanting everything to be perfect, and that includes how the public sees her. Having a wedding with hundreds of guests, famous singers, and grand decorations might seem exciting, but it also brings stress and questions. Is it really about love, or is it about making a statement? Kory has stayed quiet most of the time, rarely speaking out about their relationship in public. He usually supports Kris and stands by her side, but he might be feeling unsure as all these new demands come up. The idea of living under even more rules and agreeing to a legal agreement that leaves him with very little if they ever break up, might not sit well with him. It's not easy to live in someone else's shadow, especially when that person is as powerful and famous as Kris. At the end of the day, the decision is theirs to make. No matter what anyone else thinks, only Kris and Kory truly know what's best for their relationship. It's possible they will work through all these issues and move forward with their plans. Or they might decide that things are fine just the way they are. Either way, their story is one that people will continue to follow closely because it involves love, fame, and the kind of life that most people can only watch from afar. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.